In the last session, we discussed about what is the meaning of Oracle in applications and what applications we are going to learn as a part of financials. So these are the key applications. The 5 applications are key from the finance. So along with that, we are going to work on expense and tax. When we work on these applications, when we implement these applications, so we have to have a better understanding about how to deal with these components or applications. Those points also we discussed, what purpose, what application we are going to use. Along with the financials, we'll learn basics from SCM, supply chain management. It is a separate course, but to have a basic understanding about SCM, supply chain management, we will have a few sessions to understand how to set up, how to create the relevant transaction, how finally data can flow to finance application from SCM. These are the areas we are going to focus on. When you look at our course name, the course name is Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. So we discussed meaning of Oracle under applications and financials. Let's look at the terms called as fusion and cloud. So what does it mean by fusion? So if you talk about the solutions which are available in the market, say these are the different companies offering the different solutions in the market. From Oracle side, financial solution is very strong. From PeopleSoft product, HCM is very famous. From JDE, SCM and procurement is very good. And from CBL, CRM solution is very famous. Hyperion is good for reporting and budgeting and other areas. Primavera is very famous for project scheduling. And SAP is good for SD. So this is how different products are very much specialized in the different solutions. If any company wants to implement, or if any company wants to use these applications for their business to manage their day-to-day business transactions or company business data, which product they have to choose? If you talk about Oracle, yes, not only financials, Oracle has a HCM solution, SCM solution, CRM, projects, etc. But from Oracle, finance is very famous. HCM, yes, we have from Oracle, but HCM is very famous from PeopleSoft product. So this is how different solutions are very much famous from the different products. As a company, if they want to implement all these solutions, say they want to implement financials for their business, supply chain management, human capital management, project portfolio management, procurement and reporting. Now, which product they have to choose? If they choose Oracle, finance is good, but these areas are not so great. And what company has to do is, if you take this XYZ company wants to implement Oracle applications and they want to implement, they want to use all these applications. Now, which solutions they have to pick from which product? From Oracle, they can pick financials, from PeopleSoft, HCM solution, from CBL CRM, from Hyperion reporting. Yes, they can pick. But if they pick these different solutions from the different companies, they have to connect those all applications. Okay, they have to connect all those applications that we call as integration. So they have to connect all the applications. They have to connect Oracle with the PeopleSoft, PeopleSoft with the CBL, Oracle with the CBL, and Oracle with Hyperion, and Oracle with SAP. Then they can establish the connection across all those applications, how they are running the business. Accordingly, they can maintain the data within the system environment. It is very complex and it is not at all recommended solution. If they don't choose the best solution from the different products, then how they can take the advantage of this product? So they may choose one or two products, but not many. If they choose for finance, Oracle, HCM, PeopleSoft, for CRM, Siebel, it will create too many challenges. They have to hire the resource who are specialized in those products. They have to create a connection between those systems, which we call as integrations. And when they are moving the data from one system to another system, there could be many technical challenges. For that reason, if any company wants to choose the best solutions from the market, they can find that situation as very, very challenging. For that reason, what Oracle did is, what are the best solutions are available in the market from the different products, all products Oracle acquired. Oracle acquired PeopleSoft. Now PeopleSoft you can call as Oracle PeopleSoft. Oracle acquired JDE company. Now this we can call as Oracle JDE. Siebel they acquired, Hyperion they acquired, Primavera they acquired. Most of the best solutions which are available in the market, Oracle acquired all those. Now what they are doing is, from Oracle, their own product, they are picking financials from the PeopleSoft. Oracle purchased PeopleSoft. From PeopleSoft, the best solution is HCM. They are picking HCM from PeopleSoft. From JD Edwards, from this product, they are picking SCM and procurement. From Siebel product, they are taking CRM solution. From Hyperion reporting, Primavera projects. And also they acquired, like as a part of Hyperion, okay, they have EPM solution, okay, enterprise performance management, and CX, customer experience application, which are part of CRM. So these all they selected from the different products which they acquired in the market. So by selecting the best solution from the different products, they build the ultimate product called as Fusion. If any company is going to implement Fusion for their organization, finance, they are going to get best solution, because finance Oracle is picking from their own product, Oracle product only. HCM, they are picking from PeopleSoft because Oracle already purchased PeopleSoft company. So from PeopleSoft, HCM is very strong that they are selecting into Fusion. The same way, from the different products, different solution, which are best, they selected into Fusion. If any company is going to use Fusion, they are going to get best solution for all their areas of business operations. Finance best, HCM is best, CRM, PeopleSoft, HCM, EPM or FAH, CX, everything they are going to get best within the Fusion application. So since the best solutions they combined, that is the reason the solution we are calling as a Fusion. Fusion means they are just combining, they are clubbing the different best solutions from the different products. How they can combine all the different products? Oracle purchased all those products. If any company wants to use Fusion applications, they can get everything best. So that is the meaning of Fusion here. Any questions on this point, please? Any questions to understand this point, please?
What CRM stands for?
CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Human Capital Management.
Okay.
Yeah, SD, Sales and Distribution. Here CX, Customer Experience. FAH, Fusion Accounting Hub, or else Accounting Hub Cloud Services. EPM, Enterprise Performance Management. The same test.
And one more, when a customer takes Fusion, all the services like available with only financial they'll get, or all the other they which Oracle has acquired, they also can use.
Whatever applications they need for their organization, accordingly they have to take the subscription.
Okay.
If they need finance, accordingly they have to pay for subscription fee. They can get it. Even if they are taking finance, they can see everything within that environment, but they are not supposed to use since they didn't take any subscription.
Okay.
Any questions here, please? Okay, that is the meaning of fusion. Fusion means the best solutions they combined and they introduce the product called as fusion. This is what we have to understand. Not only Oracle products, Oracle acquired many products and many technologies. So from those which are best, by taking the best breed from different solutions, they built ultimate product called as fusion applications. Now, the other term we have to understand is what does it mean by cloud? What is the meaning of cloud? Oracle Fusion, cloud financials. What does it mean by cloud? Let's focus on that. So if you want to use Oracle Fusion applications for your company, you have to buy the server. You have to place the server in specific location. Which applications you want to use for your company, you have to take the license for those applications. And to install and manage those applications in the server, we need Fusion Apps DBA, and those applications need to be installed in the server. And you have to take care of network security and admin related activities or roles. And DBA, database administrator, should take care of the server maintenance. And if any changes in the products, that product need to be upgraded to latest. So these all activities need to be performed by company. If they are going to buy their own servers and if they are going to take the license, so they have to take care of all this. And again, say you purchased server infrastructure and you install the Fusion applications and you are using for your company. Server you have to locate in specific physical location. Say server is located in USA. And you are doing the business in these different countries. Yes, the people who are in the US who are trying to connect to the server, it may respond immediately. But the users who are working from India, the user's experience would be slightly different compared to US users, because server is very close to the users, because server is there in US and users also in US. But the users who are trying to connect to the server from India, the server response time would be different compared to USA users. From India, user has to submit some requests, system has to accept, there could be a number of requests are in the queue, and it may take some response time. In terms of user experience, that may not be great experience compared to USA users. In the same way, if you are operating the business in multiple countries, from all the countries, users has to connect to the same server. Server is located in physical location in so-and-so country. In all the ways, the requests go to the same server. There could be some network traffic, and there may be multiple requests which are in the queue. So user experience may not be so great if you are going to place server in specific country. So instead of going with all these challenges, buying the servers, taking the license, deploying the DBS and other technical teams, server maintenance, taking care of upgrades, and finally user experience would be very poor because server is located in a specific location and all the countries users has to connect to the same server. So instead of going with all these challenges, if any client is going to have their own servers and taking license and maintaining their own servers with the help of DBA, that we call as on-premise solution. On-premise means as a company, we can maintain our own server. But in case of cloud, you no need to maintain any server. You want to use Oracle Fusion applications for your company. Yes, you can talk to Oracle, take the subscription, whatever you want to use for your company. Say you want to implement, you want to use financials, SCM, supply chain management, and HCM, human capital management. These three product families you want to use for your company. Just talk to Oracle, and Oracle will provide virtual server for you. You don't need to buy the server infrastructure. You don't need to take the license. No database administrator to install the applications in the server. No maintenance, no upgrade. You don't need to worry about anything. How we are using WhatsApp? We are not paying anything. Just we are downloading and we are using. In the same way, so Oracle will provide virtual server for the company. Virtual server they'll provide to the company. So what applications the company is going to use, accordingly they have to pay and use. And the servers are virtual servers. Servers are not physical. If you are operating the business in these three countries, whatever the data centers Oracle has, they'll keep your virtual server to be available in the data centers. If you are working from India, your request will be connected to India data center. If you are working from US, your server request will be connected to US data center. You are working from UAE region, your request will be connected to UAE data center. So that's how your virtual server would be available wherever you are doing the business. In that location, they'll keep that virtual server to be available with the help of data centers. You can say your server is in the internet. Wherever you have internet, you can say your server is within that internet as a source. In case of on-premise, you have to locate server in the specific physical location. But in case of virtual servers, they'll keep server to be available in the internet. Just by tabbing, you can connect to the server. It doesn't take much time. Nowadays, what are the solutions we are using? Different applications, what we are using, all are the cloud solutions. Take Facebook, take Google, take Gmail, or you take Twitter or LinkedIn or WhatsApp. Any application you take, those all are enabled with the cloud. Those application related servers, they are not maintaining in the physical servers. So with the cloud computing technique and with the virtualization concept, the companies are creating the virtual servers. They are keeping available in the internet as a source. The moment you tap that application, immediately it will respond. If you compare with a few years ago experience, say 10 years ago, if you tab any application, it says, please wait, we are fetching the data. Please wait, we are processing the request. That's how we get a messages. These days, everything became cloud. If you tap, it will pop up, it will respond like everything is there in your smartphone or in your system. So that's how user experience is very rich in case of cloud applications. And again, company point of view, though they no need to invest anything for server infrastructure, license, DBAs, installation, maintenance, upgrade, and all. Everything Oracle will take care. Pay for financials, get virtual server for financials, and you can implement and you can use for your company. You are not going to buy the server, you don't need to buy the license. Just take the subscription. Compared to license, subscription fees is very, very less. DBS team, Oracle will take care. Oracle, they have a dedicated DBA team. They'll take care of that virtual server. Anything need to be performed on the virtual server, you can keep in touch with Oracle. That's how they can help us. So that's how every company can use virtual servers for their application usage. They no need to buy the server infrastructure, no license, no DBS, no upgrades, maintenance. They no need to take care. Everything can be taken care by Oracle only. What we have to do, you take the subscription and use for your company. So here the point is, the meaning of cloud is nothing but where your server is deployed. The server you have in your office, you have your own server that we call as on-premise. Servers are managed by Oracle, and those servers are virtual servers. That's what we call as a cloud. It's very simple. Whether you are using your own server or you are taking the help from Oracle, based on that, you can say that is a cloud or not. You have your own server, then you can call it as Oracle Fusion Applications. You are taking servers from Oracle, then include the term called as cloud, Oracle Fusion Cloud Applications. If you talk about financials, your own server, call it as Oracle Fusion Financials, Oracle servers, then call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. So whether you have to include the term called as cloud or not, that totally depends what is the deployment model, where your server is residing in your own. The applications are residing in your own server, then call it as just Oracle Fusion Finance. Don't include term called as cloud. Your applications or your servers are managed by Oracle, include the term called as cloud. So that is the meaning of cloud, what we have to understand here. Okay, servers are managed by Oracle means they'll keep your server, the virtual server, to be available wherever you are doing the business. That means wherever you go, on top of our head, you can see the clouds. That's how the servers will follow you if you are connected to internet. That is the meaning of cloud here. So it's a lightweight servers, and wherever you go, you can find the clouds in the sky. In the same way, however you can find the clouds in the sky everywhere, in the same way you can find server wherever you do the business. So this is the meaning of cloud, what we have to understand. If you are taking the virtual servers from Oracle, that you can treat as a cloud.
Sir, sorry for intervening.
Please.
Sir, just can you once again elaborate the difference between the cloud pronunciation of cloud financials and Oracle Cloud and Oracle Financials?
The applications, if you have in your own server, that you call as Oracle Fusion Financials.
Okay.
Your own server, you purchase a server, you installed application in your own server. Okay. Then you can call as Oracle Fusion Finance. You are not buying any server.
Okay.
You are taking the virtual server from Oracle.
Okay.
The virtual servers they'll provide with a cloud computing technique. With the virtualization, they create virtual servers. So that technology we call it cloud technology. That is the reason we include the term called as cloud as a Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. Wherever you see the term called as cloud financial, you have to think and understand we are going to use virtual servers, not physical servers. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions here, please? We have to understand the difference between on-premise and cloud. On-premise means we have to take care of everything. In case of cloud, you no need to worry about anything. Everything Oracle will take care. Just you can use that application and you can pay. Now, Facebook is cloud, WhatsApp is cloud, Instagram is cloud. Take any application. Nowadays, everything is running on the cloud only. Any questions here, please? Okay, no questions. Say the client XYZ Inc. wants to use cloud for their company. Then what are the different options are available? If any company wants to use virtual servers, what are the different options are available from Oracle? We'll see. Those options are SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. If any company wants to use Fusion applications, what option they have to choose and what is the difference? If the company wants to use the Fusion applications as it is, which Oracle is providing, they can go with the SaaS, software as a service. What are the software Oracle is going to provide? Finance SCM, HCM, whatever the applications you want to use for your company. If you want to use the application as it is, how Oracle is providing, you can choose SaaS. SaaS subscription, you can say. You can choose SaaS subscription. SaaS stands for software as a service. They can choose SaaS subscription. They can get applications as it is, what Oracle is providing, they can use for their company. If they want to do some changes to the application what Oracle is providing, they can go with a PaaS subscription. PaaS stands for platform as a service. In case of SaaS, what are the software access? Nothing but what are the application access the client is going to get, they have to use as it is. But if they take the PaaS subscription, they can use whatever Oracle is providing, that we are calling as standard application. Whatever Oracle is providing, they can use. Along with that, they can do some changes. Doing some changes to any existing applications or creating something new, we call as a customization. Customization is nothing but modifying something or creating something else. That we call as customization. In case of PaaS, as a company, we can do the modifications. But it could be SaaS or PaaS, you can create the reports and you can do the integrations. Means you can connect one system with another system, that we call as integration. It can be SaaS or PaaS, you can create new reports and you can connect one system with another system. That is common possibilities from the SaaS or PaaS. What is the difference between SaaS and PaaS? In case of SaaS, you cannot create something new as a new page or a new application, or you cannot modify existing. That is possible in the PaaS. So you will get access to the platform where you can do the customizations. After a few months or years, Oracle is going to come up with some few new features. If you are a SaaS customer, your environment can be upgraded automatically. But if you are using the PaaS subscription, you cannot upgrade automatically. That has to be done through manual process by putting some efforts. So that is the difference between SaaS and PaaS. In both cases, you will get access to Fusion applications. Here you have to use as it is, and here you can modify and you can use it. And when Oracle is going to offer upgrade by adding some new features or by fixing some issues, if they are giving the option to upgrade, if you are a SaaS customer, your environment can be upgraded automatically. But in case of PaaS, you are doing some customization, you are doing some changes. That is the reason Oracle is not going to help you for auto upgrades. That has to be done through manual process. More than 95% of customers are using SaaS only. Maybe 4 or 5% clients are going with the PaaS, whose business process need to be customized, those clients are using. When we are going to work as a financial functional consultant, we no need to worry about whether it is SaaS or PaaS. For us, both are same. If it is a SaaS, technical team cannot do any customization. If it is a PaaS, technical consultant can do some sort of customizations as per business requirement. So application will remain same. In SaaS, there won't be any provision to do the customization. In the PaaS, they will allow to do the customization. So that is the difference we have to understand between SaaS and PaaS. So when we are working for implementation as a finance functional consultant, we don't need to worry about the environment is SaaS or PaaS. If it is a PaaS, customizations can be done by technical team. If it is a SaaS, no customizations can be performed. But still, you can create the new reports and you can build new interfaces, integrations. Okay, interfaces or integration, both are same. Connecting one system with another system, that is possible from the two subscriptions. The difference is here you cannot do any customization. So what kind of customization? You cannot create new page, you cannot create new application. Such kind of customizations you cannot do in SaaS. That is possible in the PaaS. And here your environment can be upgraded automatically if any updates from Oracle. But in case of PaaS, your environment cannot be upgraded automatically. You have to take necessary action to upgrade to latest. And other option we have, which we call as IaaS, infrastructure as a service. In case of infrastructure as a service, we don't get access to any application. This is storage space. You can buy some storage space, you can store anything. You may install some application, you may just place some documents or other data. This is just storage space you can buy. When we talk about the Fusion applications, we don't need to talk about IaaS. You can talk about SaaS or PaaS. When we are going to implement Fusion applications, your client may get access to SaaS or PaaS. Accordingly, we have to work. IaaS is just storage space anyone can take for any purposes. So that's all about different cloud options or different cloud models, or you can say different cloud subscriptions. So every company has to choose what subscription they require to use Fusion applications. More than 95% of clients are using SaaS only because product is very much stabilized. And if something is missing in the next release, Oracle will come up with that expectation. Most of the clients are using SaaS. Very few clients are using PaaS. Maybe 4, 5, 6% clients are using PaaS. And function as a finance consultant, for us, it doesn't make any difference. So same product in SaaS and PaaS, you can see the same product. What we do is that remains same. So this is what we have to understand when we talk about cloud. Okay, cloud means we are going to use Oracle provided virtual servers. Those servers will be available wherever you do the business. Oracle will take care to keep those servers to be available where you do the business. So those are virtual servers we discussed. If any client wants to use virtual servers, so these are the different options are available. If some client wants to use Fusion applications, they can choose SaaS or PaaS. Most of the clients are using SaaS only. The difference also we discussed. Any questions here, please?
Hi, please can you explain again IaaS, like the last one, infrastructure as a service?
IaaS is very simple. Say you have your laptop. You have 100 GB in your laptop, but you want to store 200 GB data in your laptop. What you are going to do? Since you don't have a storage space in your laptop, you may use Google Drive, right? You can place the files in the Google Drive. Google Drive may be free. If you want to store more data, even they charge. In the same way, Oracle also going to charge to store any data online by using IaaS subscription. That's it. Or else you take Amazon Web Services, Amazon Web AWS. So you can buy the space from Amazon Web Services, AWS, and you can store some data in that virtual space. That is nothing but IaaS.
So it's kind of a storage?
Storage space, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions here, please?
Yeah, hi. I just have a question regarding the on-premise deployment of Fusion apps,
Okay.
where the customization that you're referring to in PaaS is available in the cloud or on a PaaS model.
Correct.
But the customization is also available on the on-premise deployment as well?
Yes, on-premise, because everything is going to be in our control in case of on-premise. Yes, we can do the customizations.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. But Oracle is not encouraging on-premise solution for cloud. Okay. So mostly all the implementations are cloud.
Thank you. Sure.
Yeah. So any questions here, please? No questions. Now. So we discussed about what is the meaning of Fusion. Fusion is nothing but the combination of the best solutions from the different products what Oracle built. And cloud means virtual servers instead of using physical servers. By investing a lot of capex, capital investment for servers, license, DBAs, maintenance, upgrades. You no need to invest anything in case of cloud. Everything Oracle will take care. Just pay subscription fee and use it. Rest Oracle will take care. And if any company wants to use cloud, what are the different options we have? We discussed SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. We no need to consider IaaS. Within the IaaS, we don't find any application that is storage space. What we need to consider here is SaaS and PaaS. So SaaS doesn't allow critical customizations. PaaS will support. And SaaS auto upgrade is possible, where Oracle can help us. In case of PaaS, auto upgrades are not possible. Everything need to be upgraded through manual process, which is time taking. So these are the points we discussed in today's session. Now, if any company wants to implement Fusion applications for their company, their organization, it could be SaaS or PaaS subscription. They get by default 2 instances. Okay, they get access to 2 instances. Okay, 2 environments. Those 2 environments are these. One is a test instance, second one is production instance. 2 instances they get. So the access we get to Fusion applications, that environment we call as instance. Instance means copy of software copy. Instance means the copy of software. So if you are going to use Fusion applications for your company, you will get access to Fusion applications from Oracle. That environment we call as instance. So by default, we get access to 2 instances. One we use for testing purpose, that we can call as test instance. The other one we use for real transactions creation, that we call as production instance. The instance you can call as environment also, or you can call as a pod, like iPod, lightweight. The instance you can call as a pod. Mostly we call as instance. Nothing wrong if you call as environment, but this also just make a note. Pod also refers instance only. So why we get 2 instances? If you take example of 1 year implementation, around 8 to 9 months, we have to work on the test instance. We set up test instance and we show how client can use this Fusion applications for their business. Everything we just help the business to understand, and we have to take their approvals, and we have to do the testing in this instance, everything is working fine or not. To do all this exercise, if implementation is 1 year, okay, around 8 to 9 months, we have to work on the test instance. Once everything is finalized, the same we set up in the production instance, then client will start using that production instance for their business. They'll start recording the real business transaction in the production. A test instance, mostly for testing purpose, and we may provide some training for the business user, saying that this is how you can use this system. And we may test whether everything is working fine or not before we show to the client. For that purpose, we can use the test instance. And once everything is approved in the test, the same setups we can move to production also. We can move. Again, you don't need to do setups in the production instance. You can move all the setups from here to here. So this is the one which we call as a real instance, which can be used by client to record their day-to-day business transactions. And why we use this development instance? If you want to do any customizations, you can use development instance. You can use development instance. When you can go with the development instance, maybe you subscribe the PaaS subscription. Okay, you taken PaaS subscription, you are going to do many customizations. Since many customizations, you may take additional instance from Oracle. For this instance, Oracle will charge separately. By default, we get two instances, test instance and production. For every client, Oracle will provide. If they need additional instances, they charge for those instances separately. That instance you may get for development purpose. Or else some clients, what they do is, they use test instance for a development purpose also, to create the new reports, to build some new interfaces, to create new pages, and to create new applications. They may use test instance also for development purpose, or else they can have a separate instances. It is not recommended to use one instance for development purpose and to testing purpose. The reality, the test instance can be used by functional consultants, means when we are going to work as a finance functional consultant, we need access to test instance. And technical consultant need access to development instance. They have to develop which are not available, which are required by client. So development instance can be used by technical team. Test instance can be used by functional consultants. Production instance can be used by client once everything is ready. As we discussed, if you take example of 10 months implementation, 7 to 8 months we have to work on the test instance. In the last 2 to 3 months, we will start working on the production. We set up everything. We load all the suppliers data, customers data, the invoices, etc. All the data we load into production. Then they can start using the production instance. This is what we call as landscape of the instances. This is what we call as landscape of instances in Fusion implementation. By default, we get access to 2 instances. If you want to get more than 2, yes, you can get. For that, Oracle will charge separately. What instances we get by default? Test instance and production instance. Test instance can be used by functional consultants. If you are going to implement Fusion applications for any client, say the client is subscribed for SaaS. Okay, client subscribed for SaaS subscription. Then no too much of customizations. Then the reports, what you want to create, the interfaces, integrations, what you want to build, those all you can maintain within the test instance itself by technical consultants. If they have to do many customizations, always they go with the separate instances, which we call as a dev instance. So this is what we have to understand about the instances when we work in the real-time projects. This is what you can find out. Okay. So this we call as landscape of the instance. Instance is nothing but the environment where you can find the Fusion applications. The software copy where you can find the Fusion applications. That environment we are calling as instance, or call it as a test environment, development environment, production environment. So this is how you can call with the different names. So development instance, in short, you can call as dev instance. Production instance, in short, you can call as a prod instance. Prod means production. Short name prefix we are taking. You can call as a prod and dev, or else call it as a development and production instances. So any questions here, please? Any questions to understand about these instances, please?
Thank you. Just to make sure I really well understand. So the test instance is usually used for SaaS. The development is used for PaaS.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So it could be SaaS or PaaS. It could be SaaS or PaaS. You get test instance. Whatever you are implementing for your client, you have to test it. So it could be SaaS or PaaS. You get access to test and do production. If you want to take additional instance, you can take as a development instance. That's it. It could be SaaS or PaaS. You get access to test and development.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the Oracle will be charging different for the test instance as well as production
No,
instance
no,
for
no,
the customer.
no. As a client, when you take the subscription for certain applications, you
Okay.
get these two instances by default. There is no separate charge for it. Already you are paying. Say you are going to implement financials for your company.
Okay.
So you get these two instances.
Test instance and development instance. Right?
Test and production you get, not
Yes.
development.
Okay.
Yes.
Development additionally they have to take.
Yeah, if you want, it is
Yeah.
not mandatory. Some clients, what they do is test instance they use for development purpose also,
Okay.
for both purposes. If you are going to do many developments, it may create some issues in the test instance, right? Many developments, many changes you are doing. It may create some issues. If it is creating some issues, as a functional consultants, we cannot perform the testing,
Okay.
right? So that is the reason, if you are taking the SaaS subscription, okay, you can use the test instance for a development purpose. If you are going to take the PaaS subscription, it means your plan is doing some customizations. Better you can take development instance also along with the test.
Okay.
Yeah. So mostly if client is going to take PaaS subscription, platform as a service subscription, anyway they get these two. Along with that, they take an additional instance also for development purpose. So this is the point we have to make a note. Any questions here, please? No questions. Along with these instances, Oracle is providing instance called as vision instance. What is the difference between these three instances and this vision instance? These three instances, you may get 2 or 3. These instances are fresh instances, means you don't find any sample data. As a part of implementation, you have to create everything for your client. Everything you have to create from the scratch. But within the vision instance, yes, here also you can create everything from the scratch. But the difference between these three instances and this instance is, here you can find the sample data. This instance Oracle is providing for the purpose of training or testing purpose. You can use the vision instance. Why we are calling this instance as a vision instance? What are the sample data they are providing within this instance? That sample data is available with the company name called as a vision. Okay, for sample data, they created already. When we get access to vision instance, you find sample supplier, sample customer, sample bank account, sample invoices, sample payments, sample receipts, sample assets, everything you can find the sample data. For the sample data, what they created, they used company name as vision. That is the reason instance itself we are calling as a vision instance. Oracle is not going to provide vision instance for the clients. Oracle is providing the vision instance for the companies who are implementing fusion applications for the end clients. You take example of Infosys, IBM, Wipro, Genpact. These all companies are Oracle implementation partners. They are partners with Oracle to do the Oracle implementation for the clients. So for these companies, Oracle is providing the vision instance, so that they may conduct internal trainings, they may use for some testing and other purposes. So clients always get access to test production. If they want to get, they can get access to development instance. Vision instance can be accessed by only partners, the channel partners who are implementing fusion applications for the clients behalf of Oracle. So this is what we have to understand about vision instance. Okay, you can find the sample data. And if you want to refer something, if you don't know how to create something, just you can verify the sample data. You can get some, you can, by looking into the data, you can explore. That's how that vision instance can be useful. So this is all about instances, what we have to understand. Any questions here, please? No questions. If you are going to work as a Oracle Fusion Finance consultant, we need access to these instances. So by default, in every instance, there is one user called as FA admin. FA admin is the seeded user in every instance. When we are working as a finance consultant, so this user, Oracle is not going to provide. They create separate user. They'll share that user credentials to client. Client will share to us. Whatever the user credentials we get with that user, you have to log into the instance and we have to create our own user. If you are working for financials, you may create one user. The consultant who is working for SCM, they can create separate user. That's how we have to create separate users and we can start working on the instance. So you may create one user called as, say, financials. Since we are going to work for financials, you may create a user called as fin.impl. You may create user for finance. If you create user, that user need access to instance. You are going to work as a consultant. If you want to get access to the instance with the full privileges to work as a finance functional consultant, two roles need to be assigned to this user. Roles will allow the user to get access to instance environment. So when we are going to work as a consultant in any project, you need separate user and the user need access to two roles. What are those? One is application implementation consultant. The other role is IT security manager. If you have access to these two roles, you can work as a consultant. The application implementation consultant role will allow us to do the setups. Say you want to implement payables. You have to do some setups. You have to create the suppliers and you have to create some bank accounts to make the payments. And you have to set up payable system ready so that you can create invoice and to make the payments. Take any application. If any application you want to use to record the transactions, you have to perform certain setups. If you want to do the setups as a consultant, we need access to application implementation consultant role. If you have access to application implementation consultant role, you can do the setups. Any application you can implement. And as a consultant, we need access to IT security manager role. We need access to IT security manager role. If you have access to IT security manager role, you can create the users and you can give the permissions to those users, which user need access to which application, or else you can set which user is permitted to do what. Everything you can set with IT security manager. It is like security administration, system administrator you can say. Okay, system administrator you can say. So that's how this IT security manager role will help. Please make a note, these two we call as roles. Application implementation consultant and IT security manager, these two we call as the roles. And these roles are mandatory for every consultant. If anybody is going to work on this instance as a consultant, these two roles are mandatory. With these two roles, you can implement any application. You can implement finance, you can implement supply chain management, you can implement HCM, PPM, any applications you want to implement, you need access to these two roles. What is the purpose of these roles? The application implementation consultant role purpose is to perform the setups. The setups you can call as a configuration. You can do the system configuration. You can do the application setups, or you can say application configuration. Once application configuration is done, you can use that application to record the transactions. The same way, if you want to create the users, if you want to give the permissions for the users, which user can have access to which application or which activity the user can perform. If you want to set up all those in the system environment, we need access to IT security manager role. From that role, you can create new users and you can assign the roles to the users. So these two roles are mandatory for every consultant. And these two roles Oracle is providing. We no need to create, just we have to assign to our user. Any user you can create, you can assign to the user. What are the roles Oracle is providing? Those roles we call as seeded roles. Why we are calling these roles are seeded? Oracle is providing. We can create new roles. If you create any new roles, those roles we call as custom roles. In every implementation, we have to create the custom roles. Okay, we'll see in our classes how to create the custom roles. So the point here is, what are the roles Oracle is providing? Those we call as seeded roles. And we can create the new roles as per the business requirement. Those we call as the custom roles. Seeded roles always comes along with the product. You no need to create. So this is what we have to understand. When we are part of implementation project, the very first task is you have to create your own user and you have to assign these two roles. You need access to these two roles so that you can start working on the system to work as a consultant. Any questions here, please? Any questions to understand this point, please? Okay. In the next session, we'll see how to create the user, how to assign these roles. With the help of these roles, how we can do the setups, how we can create new users. These all points we'll verify. Once we're done with the user creation, we'll discuss few relevant points. Accordingly, we'll start working on the instance. Since our classes are Monday to Friday, our next session would be on next Monday. Okay, no classes on Saturday and Sunday. The next session would be on Monday. So in the next session, we are going to see how to create users, how to assign the roles. After assigning the roles, we'll go and review. The user is able to perform the setups. And again, the user is able to create the users and user is able to assign the roles. This is all we will discuss and we'll check in the system after performing the same. And once we're done with that, we'll discuss few other points and as a sequence of steps, what need to be followed in the real-time implementation. Accordingly, we'll discuss and we'll take it forward. So we're done for today. If you have any questions, please stay back. We will discuss. If no questions, we'll connect on Monday, same time. Thank you all.
So one doubt, can you
Yeah.
brief about the vision instance? 1 second.
See,
Better than
vision instance is like another instances only. The difference
Okay.
is you will find some sample data within this.
Okay.
Just sample data. Here, no sample data.
Okay.
Why they are giving sample data? This we can use for training purpose. For reference purpose, some sample data they are providing. That's it.
Okay.
And why they named it as vision?
It's because the sample data is providing by the company called Vision.
Yes, exactly. When they are providing the sample data, the companies what they created with their name called as vision.
Okay.
Since in this instance, vision company related sample data we are calling as a vision instance. That's it.
Okay. And one more, and it should be taken another, we are taking test instance and development instance. No? Again, we have to take a subscription for the vision instance, or it will be
Not
given.
required. This is for consulting companies, not for client.
Okay.
These for clients.
Okay.
Okay. This is not for client. Client doesn't need any vision instance.
Okay.
Okay. Who need this vision instance? Consulting companies like Wipro, Genpact,
Okay.
Infosys. What all these companies are doing, they are doing the fusion implementations for the clients.
Okay.
For those companies, Oracle will provide this vision instance so that this instance can be used in those companies, maybe to give the training for their consultants or for other purposes. That's how it works. So any questions from anyone, please? No questions. So we'll share this video maybe in max 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you'll get access to this video. Our team will share this video link. So initially, since these are very initial classes, we are uploading these videos in the YouTube and we are sharing the link to access the same video. Going forward, we'll create the Google Drive and each session video will drop in the Google Drive and you'll get access to Google Drive. You can download the videos from the Google Drive itself. So that's how we are going to manage the class videos. If any questions, please. If no questions, we can wind up for today. We'll connect on Monday, same time. Any questions, please?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
So
good
for
morning.
recorded sessions, how can I contact you directly?
The talk to the team. They will share your details to me, the email ID and all, and I'll just take that ID into the loop, and accordingly we'll keep getting the videos.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. For now, these initial videos directly you'll get from the our team members.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. So, any questions, please?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't join this session yesterday, and I saw the video, and there was a query regarding
Okay.
whether financial or Fusion Finance would be a good option for me, because I have an experience of implementing Oracle Primavera system for the past 12-13 years, and I was thinking to get into the implementation side of Fusion applications, and specifically towards PPM and finance. Now, I don't come
You
with a
mentioned
finance background.
PPM or EPM?
EPPM.
Okay. EPM.
EPPM. If this is enterprise project
Yeah,
portfolio
yeah, yeah.
management, yeah.
You're
It's
referring
basically a
EPM
web version of
application.
your
Yeah.
system.
Okay.
So I don't have a background knowledge of the finance system, so or the finance as a process itself. So would it be wise to get into the Fusion financial implementation side of business for me?
Yeah.
Just wanted to know your
See, it's very
thoughts.
simple. The very primary point here is if you want to keep yourself in the demand, you can opt for this finance. Even if you don't have any experience or knowledge on this finance business processes or the different sub processes which can be handled in finance, everything we are going to learn from these classes. So we are going to walk through that end-to-end process. Payables department, receivables department, asset department. So what exactly
Yes,
they
that's
do?
what my point.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what my concern was. Will there be any end-to-end
Yeah, you
business
can
process discussion?
pick this because there is huge demand for this, and it is again very easy to learn. If you take example of say SCM, supply chain management, compared to finance, there is no that much demand for SCM, but that is too much process driven.
Yeah, that is
It's very straightforward. Take example of payables, create invoice and payment. Nothing else you can do in this. But if you take supply chain management, too many business scenarios. So too much process driven. So finance is got good demand in the market. It is there all the time. And again, it is very simple, straightforward process.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions, please?
Sir, what would be the experience we should keep, like 3 years or 4 years for this?
Just 1 second.